Hello, my name is Heeju, and I'm excited to share my work as a Carole Ellison Fellow in the Food Lab. And let me first sharing my career journey. So my journey began with chemical and biological engineering at Seoul National University in South Korea, but I got quickly interested in a bigger question like how can we integrate massive biological data to optimize our health, predict disease, and find actionable ways to treat people. And this led me to systems biology during my PhD in Switzerland. And I learned to use mathematical modeling and computational analysis to better understand how a human body reacts to a drug. And then I moved to cancer biology at Columbia University in the US, and there I examined drug toxicity and synergistic effects on cancer cells using machine learning and network-based analysis. And then last year, I joined ISB as a Carole Ellison Fellow. And this position gave me a freedom to pursue meaningful research that would otherwise go unfunded. So this fellowship allowed me to apply my systems approach to two different health questions that I want to talk about now. One is frailty, and the other one is long-term side effects of cancer treatment. So let me first tell you about frailty. So essentially, you can consider frailty as overall health and the ability. So you can think of it as accumulation of deficits like physical disabilities, cognitive declines, muscle loss, and illness. And what is fascinating about it is, although there are many ways of calculating frailty, they all correlated with mortality and health outcomes, but still there is a gap in this field. So many people typically think of frailty as something that can only happen in old age, but it can actually occur much earlier in life. So we analyzed large data sets of Erivale and UK Biobank, and we actually found that not all older adults are frail, and surprisingly, some younger adults showed signs of frailty. But we know very little about molecular basis of this frailty, which is what's going on actually in our body at the cellular level. So as a part of project, we developed a novel network-based clustering method to integrate different types of molecular data. And this method allowed us to identify specific molecular signatures that associated with frailty independent of age. And we also explored something intriguing. So we questioned how can people either exceed or fall short of their own genetic potential for frailty. So we discovered that some social factors like loneliness and personality traits like being warrior increased susceptibility to frailty. On the other hand, good lifestyle changes help people evade their own genetic risks. And this suggests both molecular and social interventions are important for promoting healthy aging earlier in life. And on top of that, using machine learning on time series data, we also created a model which can predict it with 80% of accuracy, which people will experience the greatest increase in frailty over time. And finally, we also discovered specific microbiome patterns, which include the bacterium called Rubinococcus, were associated with lower frailty and better response to wellness interventions. So these findings point to actionable possibilities that people can actually try to improve their own health trajectories. And when it comes to second health challenges, we apply similar approach to breast cancer survivors in a project named VIVE. And in this project, many women experienced chronic fatigue, excessive weight gain, and brain fog after cancer treatment. And we analyzed deep molecular data longitudinally and found some signatures that precede these side effects, as well as some gut microbiome that correlated with excessive fatigue, which persistently appear long time after chemotherapy. So the work that I just presented now represents a kind of innovative research that Carole Ellison Fellowship makes possible. So again, I'd like to express my gratitude to Ms. Ellison for her support, especially of young women in scientists. And of course, I'm grateful to ISB and to my mentors, Noah and Lee, for providing such an excellent research environment to pursue the research that can make a real difference in people's life. Thank you.